When I'm raising my sons, there's 10 key ideas. I actually have them literally written down. There's 10 key ideas that I'm trying to get into them. I call this the stuff of manhood. I've referred to this in a couple other videos, and I realize it's a very generic term. It could be a number of things. Today I want to talk about what's in my mind when I'm training sons and when I'm working with other men, the things that I really want them to grasp. I call it the stuff of manhood. Welcome back, everyone. I'm David, and this is The Mountain Men. Guys, this is the channel where we try to help good men do great things, first in here, then in our families, then out in the culture. And guys, today I want to talk about the stuff of manhood. I've mentioned this in a couple prior videos, and I realize it needs some definition. 10 key ideas. When I'm training my sons, I literally have this list written down, and these are 10 key ideas that I'm trying to get into them from the time they first acknowledge, hey, I've got a dad in my life, and to the time they leave home. I'm trying to instill these core values that I think will make them successful, make them a strong man. Number one is to be honest, okay? Now, a lot of people live in denial, and they're not honest with themselves. They're not honest with themselves about truths out in the culture. They're not honest with themselves about their health. They're not honest with themselves maybe about their marriage, maybe about their career. You have to learn to be honest, first with yourself in all matters. Don't ever lie. And guys, at the same time, I want to encourage you, don't allow others to lie to you as well. It's okay to confront. It's okay to stand up for truth. Guys, the number one core principle that I can't tolerate is dishonesty. So I want to get into my sons the idea of being honest. Be honest in everything you say. Be honest with yourself about what is truth, and don't let others lie to you. Don't take in their lies. Be honest. Number two is to be kind. Be kind to everyone, especially those who disagree with you. You show them the strength of your position if you're kind when you disagree with people. But always have kindness as your go-to attitude in any kind of conflict, in any kind of situation. Smile at people, especially children. Children are looking for adults that are kind, that are confident, and I love it. You know, when I'm on a plane or I'm traveling, I'm in a store somewhere, and children are always looking. They're always looking at other adults. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? And all you need to do is smile. Smile at everyone. Everyone that walks down the street, everyone you meet, everyone at work. Be kind. Kindness is a core value that men need to embrace. Thirdly, I want to get into my sons the idea of being courageous. Be courageous. First, stand up for yourselves. You're worth it. Don't let anybody bully you. Don't let anybody say that you're not worth it. Stand up for yourself. But guys, also stand up for others. You know, we live in a day when people are attacked out in society, and you know that it's one of my pet peeves. If you've seen some earlier videos, when some of these heinous crimes that have taken place where men stood down and watched the crimes take place, or just walked on by and didn't intervene. Guys, we need to be courageous. I want to see men. I want to see my sons. I want to see men in our culture be courageous. That's number three. Number four is be respectful of authority. Every day, all the time. Be respectful of authority. You can disagree, and that's celebrated in our culture to disagree, but you can't disrespect. So when you're speaking of a politician or just your boss at work or the police officer, anybody who's in authority, don't speak disrespectfully about them, and especially in front of your children, in front of others. You can disagree, but don't disrespect. And number five is very similar to it, and that is be very respectful, especially of women. Now let me tell you something, guys. Inside of every woman is a princess. I know, sounds old-fashioned and silly, but it's true. Inside every woman is a princess, and she's waiting for a prince to come along, not just the guy who's going to marry her, but every man. When you meet a woman, you have the opportunity to affirm that princess within her by the way you hold the door and hold your tongue, by the way you show respect, by that kind smile. You're affirming, indeed, you're a princess. And number six, gentlemen, is to be a hard worker. Your reputation, it should be said of you, man, that guy is a hard worker. He knocks it out every single day. Now, we have to work smart, I get that, but without that foundational hard work ethic, you're really not going to succeed in life. You're not going to fulfill the leadership call that's on your life. Guys, and number seven is be in control of your emotions. Now, your emotions are very important. Anger, sadness, all this range of emotions, Totally important. They should inform you, but they should never control you. Are you sad today? Why am I sad? Am I just physically off, or is there something weighing on my heart? Let them inform you. Think about it. Be contemplative, but don't ever let your emotions get your emotions under control. Don't let them rule you. Gentlemen, the 8th key idea that I want to get into my sons is to be strong. You know, we said at number 1, and by the way, you need to be strong enough to hit that subscription button right now if you haven't done that yet. If you're still hanging in here at this point in the video, be strong. Be strong enough to hit that subscription button and the notification. Give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. But guys, you need to be strong. So point number 1, we talked about be honest, right? So once you find truth, you got to be honest about what's real. And once you find truth, you need to be strong and hold on to it. It should be said of you, he's like a rock. He's immovable. When he latches onto a truth, he never lets it go. And number 9 is you need to be manly. It needs to be said of you that he's a manly man. The way you walk, the way you talk, the way you groom, the way you dress. Don't be in the middle. Certainly don't be feminine. You need to be manly. And number 10, and probably the most important, is to be a servant. One of my mentors earlier in my life used to say, he who serves leads. And I want to encourage the mountain men to aspire to be leaders in the culture, and to do that, you've got to learn to be a servant. And learn, so when my sons are being raised at home, or when I'm working with men, I always encourage them, he who serves leads. Be a powerful servant. And gentlemen, I have a bonus point for you today, as you might imagine, and that is honor God in everything you do. If you honor God in everything you do, he will help you with these 10 points. He will help you find truth. He will help you be kind. He will help you be a servant. All these truths, honor God in everything that you do. So gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm David. This is the Mountain Men. I'll see you in the next video.